Very cottony-like. And some color. Not sure what this cottony stuff is, because this is hard. There's a little bit of color. And here's where we're starting from. I spy little fuzzy things here too. Look, blowing in the wind. Cottontails. We visited the Castor River Conservation Area, and here's a map of the area, and you see how huge it is, but we only got to visit a small bit of it. We actually came from Jackson, Cape Girardeau area, through Marble Hill, down through 34, all the way to Y, and we went south. There's this area up north we haven't visited yet, and I want to visit here. There's Twin Bridges campground here. Somewhere in here is a Castor River campground, and another popular one along in here that we'd like to go camp at sometime. But we drove all the way down in here. We didn't even explore any of this. We need to come back. But we came all the way down and landed here. Right here, I think. Nope, right here. This horse camping area, and there's a little trailhead, and we're taking the trail just a short distance, and then we leave and we go over here and park at the shooting range and walk down a trail this way, all the way I think down to this little creek, and then we went over here to try to find this Blue Pond natural area. We turned off of 708 and drove up this way, but I don't think we ever found it, so we're going to have to go back. There are two nice little camping areas here. When we get our camper, we're going to go back and continue to explore. We also went down 708, and at the end, we went to the Sweet Gum access to the current Castor River Conservation Area. But I see there's another where it crosses here. We want to explore there someday. So we're going to go back, but this was our first exploring to get out to try to see some autumn color. The color was fabulous between Cape Girardeau, Jackson area and Marble Hill, but then this side of Marble Hill, it started to get where it was almost past prime, but we still enjoyed our day. It's a shooting range. Okay, I wasn't going to do video, but here we are. I'm doing a video because I'm finding some fun things. Like, what's this fuzzy thing? This is like autumn stuff. And the shooting range is just over that hill. Yep, it's a fuzzy thing. Look at all these fuzzy things. Oh, feel it. Ooh, but there's a whole bunch of them. Even that way. It's a whole field of them. So whenever they're in bloom, I bet you they're pretty. And I love that this is mown so well. Look, they're little bitty flowers. They're so cute. Mixed in with fuzzy things. There's a big patch of the little flowers.
You said the stadium's down.
Yeah, it's a creek. We turned a corner. This is, I think, a horse trail, but
people can walk on it. Look, where is it? There's these things I keep stepping on. But there's a creek right here.
You gotta be careful.
See the water? There's the creek. Wish there were fall color here. Came from that way, and we saw that. Yep, horse trail. I'm not sure how far I want to go. These leaves are really crunchy. Look at these little thingies. Leaves, I guess. They've turned brown and they're blowing in the wind. I tried to take a picture, but they're blowing way too much.
Going this way.
Aren't they fun? Look at the leaves. They're shaking or twinkling in the wind. That's just too fun. And every once in a while you see one fall down. They're doing it in this one too. We decided not to go too far. It was turning into a rugged road, but you see some color there. There's actually, it was a beautiful drive in the way down in here. There's a bit of color straight ahead. Just a bit. Found a bit of yellow. Might be goldenrod. So right over there are some of the camping areas for the people with horses. But I guess anybody could stay there. We're at the shooting range. It's really loud. And parking lot. We're gonna walk down here. Didn't film it, but we went through the other camping area. And it seemed nice enough. I mean, you're in the middle of the woods, so no great views, but it could be relaxing if you enjoy listening to guns go off. But there's a ridge all the way through here. And usually at a ridge is a creek, and I think it's the same creek we were at down that other horse trail. We were just saying we could drive down this road, and then we come to this and it says foot travel welcome, and we are on foot. Closed to all public vehicles.
There's a creek there.
There is a creek right there.
Doesn't have much in it right now.
Yeah, seems to be empty. It's a little pretty view. Look at that. Got us some fall color. When we were driving here between Cape Girardeau and Marble Hill, there was lots of wonderful color on the trees. And then on the other side of Marble Hill, we reached an area where it looked like the trees were past their peak and turning brown. And in here, it's kind of now a mix. They're not super great colors, but they also have brown. Look at that. Isn't that pretty, though? If we go that way, it just goes on around, because when we first entered down there, we could have chose to turn right. And I think that just goes around. We could go back that way. But if we go this way, we got a creek in front of us. Well, we haven't had rain in weeks, but there's some water in here. Yeah, oh, there's our long shadows. Wave, yeah, hello. A little bit of a conservation area creek. I don't know what it's called. I saw it on the map. And here's where it's crossing the road. It's got a trickle. Or I guess you could call it Grand Rapids. It looks like somebody almost made, like shoveled or got all the rock out so it would flow like that real pretty. Actually, I think we parked here And we're at this little creek right here. So I might not want to keep going. If we go back to the parking lot and go down, there's a parking lot there, and there's a parking lot there, and a little trail that goes down to a Blue Pond natural area. And that's a special feature of this park. So maybe we don't want to keep going. So I looked on Google Maps, and the trickling water is called Pond Creek. Maybe I'll insert the screenshot of where we're at. Sounds so nice. I like it. I could sit here with a chair. There's a bit of color. I always love color against the blue sky. Coming back out. Gonna go to the next spot. We're just checking it out, and this Castor River Conservation Area is huge. Like, we're at the bottom section, and it goes way far north. Got more of this fuzzy stuff. But I don't know what these are. Up here, look at these balls of things. They're dried of some kind. I should be taking pictures of the country roads because there's been some fabulous canopy trees, like canopy tree tunnels with color. There's a cemetery behind us, and there's this road with the gate, and it says that seasonally the gate is closed. But if we had to walk up the hill to the other parking, I don't know if this is it or not. Well, that was not it. This says Castor River Conservation Area, and there's a road, and this sign says natural area. So there's supposed to be a parking area right here where we turn. There's the road. We're gonna go down there. Well, we're in the parking lot, and they have some trails around here. We're not sure which direction, but it seems to us it might, well, he thinks it's this direction. So there is a sign here, and there's a little something that goes over the creek, so we're gonna go this way. Yeah, see, that's the way we came in. Parking lot. I noticed that wood fence, and I wondered if that was a start to a trail when we were driving in here. It says Blue Pond Natural Area. Welcome. This one's not in color like the one we have on our phones, but that's the parking area where we're at. We came down this road. It's very tough orienting ourselves. The Blue Pond is this way, and these dotted lines are a hiking trail that goes pretty far. So we really want to go this way, and I think this is the creek. So we may have to go down over the creek to get here. Because if we go straight, we'll end up that way. We tried crossing there, and we can't see any immediate place on the other side of the road, and I thought the trail went off the back side of the parking lot. That was my initial gut. But there was a sign at the gate. That gate that he's coming in. So we'll go up this road because it does almost look like the natural area is between this road and the other side of the creek. I kind of think the map is flipped a little bit, and so I wish I had better directions. It's supposed to be like the deepest pond or something. I have to look it back up again. But it does make sense that we're walking more northward, and it seems more northward on the map. I needed exercise anyway. It's getting long in the day. Winding road. Do we go down there? Says horse trail. So, not far after crossing the creek, which is what we do here, it turns. So we're gonna go down here and see if this turns. It's a dry creek. We're out here all by ourselves. This is when adventuring is fun. And you try to find something. He's convinced there's another parking area that way. So he's going up further. I'm going back. I am convinced he's going away from it. Back at the parking lot. Oh, we get to see a little color. It's 5 o'clock. But we're going to go, my initial gut reaction that it's the other way. So he's gone off to the left. And I feel like we're like right on top of it. Like maybe that trail down there, we didn't go far enough. And I've only got one nub of a bar on my phone. So I could get partial directions, which take me to here. And then it won't load anymore. He is down there looking to see if there's a way to cross the river, the creek, I mean. We were wondering where the Sweet Gum access was. It says public fishing access to the Castor River, and we just came on down 78 or 708, and there it was. Well, we've arrived at a parking lot. Looks like we have to walk down to the river. Sweet Gum access. So the area looks rather large. We just came down this way and parked. This is dirty, and there's the Castor River. We like the Castor River. I wonder if it's pretty here. It looks like over there, it's still the conservation area. Look at the color. So we're gonna, this is like, you can drive here down here with your boats to put them in the river. It looks like a trap for a vehicle. I'm gonna go here. I'm not sure I would want to get stuck there. It looks like some other people have gotten stuck there. It looks like it's kind of murky here, but pretty deep. Yeah, I see the big bird.
The other big bird's out there.
A jet. We would have got in here a little earlier in the day, that this might have been like a green or a blue pretty color. It's not like fabulous, but you got like a shallow area here. You can see where it gets deeper, where I guess you could come, well, that's where they put their boats in. You set your boat there before you launch off, but you could come put your chair here. He's on the peninsula.
This is where the deer come.
It's where the deer come?
Okay.
This might be a horse, I think. I don't know if that's deer or horse. I think that might be horse. Like they probably...
Horse.
Well, we've been on a lot of horse trails today.
Yeah.
I don't know. Might be the deer coming to get a drink, going across there. I bet you it was prettier during the day. The sun is getting really low. Water looks pretty clear, the water does. I mean, I'm not sure. We're like, well, it's not the prettiest water, but I don't know. I would sit in there on a hot day. And as I said, because it gets deeper out there, that's great for canoeing. Where we have kayaked or tubed before was further up the Castor River. And we had to get up and walk quite a bit. This is further down the Castor River. It's a little deeper. Yeah, it floods. This in the spring is probably much higher, like we're underwater where we're standing, and maybe that's maybe it gets all the way up there where the end of the ramp is. And in the spring, maybe it's different. We should come back in the spring. I love the long sun on the trees across the field. I think it's beautiful, but you can't, the phone doesn't do it justice. I don't know if you can tell how beautiful that is, but we're in a very shady area, canopy of trees, and it's coming out onto a sunny area full